Happy Monday, everybody. We're so happy that you guys are here to join us. Today we are going to make jam-packed energy bites out of my Feast as a Family cookbook. This is a grain-free, sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free recipe, and it's great for, I find this really great for traveling, make ahead of time, or it's just a good on-the-go snack. It's full of protein and good fats. So we're going to get started. Scarlett's going to put, yep, you're going to put all those, yep.
Pulling them in here, I want to show it.
Well, okay. Go ahead and put it in there. So I'm going to put, or Scarlett is putting in there the almonds, pecans, and I'm just going to throw the pumpkin seeds in there as well. And then we are going to process that in the food processor. Just want to do it really quick. You don't really want to have it all broken up into pieces, or you don't want it into fine texture. So, so I'm going to add this in my I've got almond flour, shredded coconut, and a scoop of my chocolate protein. My recipe calls for vanilla, but I don't have vanilla. We have chocolate, which is just fine because it tastes great. Anyway, if you don't have protein powder, just put in a teaspoon of vanilla extract just to give it a nice little flavor to it. And then I would also, if you don't have protein powder, I would sweeten it with maybe a half a teaspoon of stevia. Because the sweet flavor in it is from the protein powder. I'm not adding any more sugar or any more maple syrup or honey or anything like that. We're just taking the sweetness from the protein powder. Okay, are you ready? What are you doing? So we're going to add the nuts and seeds.
Can I do the cranberries?
You can do the cranberries. Not yet. Okay, go ahead and stir it a little bit. So we're just going to mix that, and then I've got to get everything. Hold on. Okay, that's probably good for right now. Hold on, let's wait a second. Can you scoot? Hold on, not yet. So I've got almond butter and coconut oil melted. Hold on, Stella. And so this is going to help it stick together more. I made almond butter last week, and I wanted to use the rest of it up. It doesn't take a bunch of almond butter, but my homemade almond butter tends to be not as, well, this one wasn't as smooth because I didn't give it enough time, but that's okay. But it's perfect for this recipe, so.
Is that hot?
It might be a little hot.
Oh, I'm not making that spoon.
Mix it a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna mix it, and if you find it's too dry, I would just keep adding a little bit, maybe a tablespoon, tablespoon of coconut oil with a teaspoon of almond butter. But you don't want it to be too runny at all, just enough to coat everything. Okay. Stella, go ahead and add the cranberry. So I have dried cranberry, unsweetened dried cranberry. You can add mulberry or golden berries or goji berries or dried blueberries.
I'm soaking the nuts again.
I've got to make almond milk. I have almonds soaking from overnight because I have to make some almond milk.
Almond milk.
For their smoothies.
Yeah, almond milk for smoothies.
Yeah. And for any recipes, like I made waffles the other day and I used up the rest of my almond milk. Okay, so that is it. And there's a couple extra steps that you can easily take. You can toast the coconut, you can toast the almonds, but this is found on page 19 of my Feast as a Family cookbook. So we are going to pour this. You can put it in a small 8x8 dish, or you can put it right onto a cookie sheet. I recommend lining it with parchment paper so it's easy to pop out. And then I'm just going to spread it. And then you can put this in the fridge or freezer. I generally try and put it in the freezer because it speeds up the process, but it takes about a couple hours for it to be just cold enough to be able to break into pieces, or you can cut it into slice pieces. Yes. Yeah, hold on, not yet. But I will say this doesn't hold like a bar texture. It does break off in pieces. And this is a recipe that does not last long in our house because it really does taste like candy. But there's no need to cook this. All you need to do is just put it in the fridge and then it will solidify and it'll be good to go. Great for on-the-go snacks. I always recommend people when they're first starting out, changing their nutrition, to make sure there's things in the fridge and freezer that is easy access and are healthy for you in order to decrease the bad snacks that you might have. Okay, that is it. You want to try that? You want to look at that? All right, so thank you for joining us. This was a quick one, but as you guys know, I like to keep it short and sweet. So we hope you have a great week. Do you want to say anything?
I hope you have a good week.
Thanks again, you guys. Have a good week.